What's going on YouTube? Let me start off by just saying that I have a year and a half to make up to you guys. Like literally that's the last time I made a decent video on this channel. I posted little clips here and there, but it's just not the same as what I was doing before I took my hiatus. But without further ado, let's get right into it. Justice League Dark Apokolips War. The guy Constantine shines in this one. My guy right here gets humiliated in this movie. And this guy who I hate the most doesn't end up with a scratch on him. Not a scratch. Yes, this was a gorier movie than Endgame was. But no, it was not better than Endgame as far as endings are concerned. Because you simply cannot beat that last fight scene. I don't think nobody in their right mind would sit up here and compare Captain America with Thor's hammer against Thanos and his army versus Trigon and Darkseid. Although if they were smart, as soon as I reached Apokolips, I would have let Trigon out right then and there. But anyway, I'm getting out of order, so let me briefly just sum this up. Now, off the bat, the oddballs in this movie are Lex Luthor and Constantine being a part of the Justice League. Constantine is now there so he can keep on smashing Zatanna, who is now a member. And Lex is there because he helped stop Cyborg Superman and the death of Superman. I meant to say reign of Superman. My bad. Which is completely bogus if you ask me. That doesn't erase all the stuff he's done. Me personally, I would have told him to kick rocks. Even more perplexing is that if my guy Superman had listened to Lex, they wouldn't have gotten the dog shit beat out of him. He advised the League to send an envoy to Apokolips to try to make a deal. My boy Superman says shut the fuck up, and there you go. So yeah, it turns out that Cyborg was a mole for Darkseid, and Darkseid used him to overhear the plans to attack Apokolips. Para-Dooms. Half Parademon, half Doomsday was the response from Darkseid to the Justice League of their shitty plan. Now, I gotta wonder why he did not just make a whole army of Doomsdays. This guy right here, now he's the original. The Paradooms were strong and they got the job done. But if this dude right here was multiplied in the thousands, there would have been no room for resolution at all. Because you know something's gonna happen in the end. Where they, you know, resolve the shit. Well, not really resolve. More like salvage. Even if you can call it that. So yeah, back on topic. Everybody got fucked up except for Batman. Not one scratch on the motherfucker. Not one. The only one on the goddamn team with no powers at all. Ends up with no laceration whatsoever. Now, some of you that have seen the movie are probably thinking, bro, Darkseid didn't need Batman fucked up because he wanted him to become a slave. Not just any slave. One that can lead his forces and help Darkseid be tactical with his future plans. To them, I say, shut the fuck up. Because I'm pretty sure Wonder Woman, Hawkman, Starfire, Martian Manhunter, and Queen Mira would have also been very useful slaves remaining in one piece. Hell, probably a lot more powerful if they were kept in one piece. But no, he fucked them up. Hawkman literally has only one human eye left. The rest of his fucking body is machine. That is it. But what's even more bullshit is what's going on with my guy Superman. Literally, liquid kryptonite is coursing through this man's veins. One little piece of kryptonite brings that guy down to his knees. But yet this man is walking, talking, and fighting without no sign of pain or discomfort at all. I mean, you can see it, right? All in his body, in every single vein that you can possibly see. Especially with this big symbol on his chest. Skip, skip, skip. Superman and Raven both find Constantine in a pub. Exactly 2 years after they got their ass whooped. Within the 2 years, the Earth has been completely ravaged by war. They asked Constantine to prepare a locator spell to find Damian Wayne. They find Damian and ask him if he can help fix things by trying to break through Darkseid's programming of Batman, his father. He says yes, but not before showing Nightwing being locked up in a cage. Because he was put in the Lazarus pit because this shit happens to him. Stabbed through the chest by a fucking Paradoom while Damian is sitting right there. Skip, skip, skip. So after Damian's on board, Lois Lane is able to persuade Harley and the Suicide Squad to join the plan. And with this version of the squad, you have Black Manta, Cheetah, King Shark, Bane, and of course Harley Quinn, along with Captain Boomerang. which I liked that group. They brought a lot of humor, a lot of action to the movie, so they were pretty dope. Skip. So Lois Lane ends up breaking down the plan to the team. They execute the plan, but then there's a mishap, so Constantine comes along and does his thing and convinced the DC Universe's version of Groot, which is this guy right here, you know, to come help out the cause. And then bada bing, bada boom, it works and all the Paradooms are transported to Earth. So when they reach Apokolips, they won't die miserable deaths. Next, they enter LexCorp Tower. They cut through the trash militia that's guarding the building. Some of the team dies along the way, and they reach Lex at the top of the tower. So Lex in this movie, to sum it up, is sided with Darkseid. That is why they had to enter LexCorp Tower to reach Apokolips. The Boom Tube portal was located there. So Lex knocks out Robin, and Raven becomes the devil for a cool 8 seconds, and then she knocks out Lex. And at this point, he reveals to the team that he's the reason why Lois knows everything that she knows on how to stop Darkseid. And so they make up, and Constantine, Etrigan, Raven, Clark, and Damian make their way to Apokolips. While Darkseid is over here fucking up Oa. And also while killing my boy John Stewart with a massive lava. Now remember when I was saying that Batman did not get one scratch on him? And all the other Justice League members that become slaves got completely changed and messed up. Check this out. Queen Mira, complete lower half of her body is gone. Martian Manhunter, arm gone, robotic eyes, lower body gone. As you can see from the tail from the back, his whole lower half is completely gone. He's like some type of spider-like type creature. Only thing left on Starfire is her tits and half of her fucking face. Matter of fact, it's not even a goddamn half. It's a motherfucking 1/4 of her face. Or a little bit of, you know, a little bit over 1/4. Got the eye right there, got the hair. That's it. Limbs, all her limbs are gone. Diana, Princess of the Amazons, her left eye is gone, her neck is gone, and I know you guys can't see it from this angle, but her arms and legs, I believe her thighs are gone as well. But this motherfucker right here gets a cool ass Batman Beyond type suit, along with a fucking flying chair that he can just lounge around in. Whatever, right? So they fight Wonder Woman and all of them because, you know, now they're all Darkseid slaves. My boy Etrigan dies, but he dies probably in the most badass way. What he says before he dies, I hope I can say before I die. Skip. So they pass the Furies and they go inside and they find out that Flash is the one that's powering Apokolips. This dude Flash is running on a treadmill with a giant tube coming out of his head looking all sucked the fuck up. And the plan is basically ruined because they were there to blow up the Apokolips generator. But since Flash is the generator, that means there's no generator to blow up. At this point, I would like to say if you haven't watched Flashpoint Paradox, I advise you to watch it. This movie, for one, starts the New 52 universe and ties in with the current scene. And at the end, but we'll get to that. This dude Cyborg is found on a wall mounted with his head and his chest intact. But as you can see, his arms, and of course also his legs, I know you guys can't see that, is goddamn completely shattered like broken glass. You find out he's the source wall for Darkseid, and Constantine debugs him, which causes the Furies to break away from Darkseid's hold. Now to sum up the end scene, Darkseid comes in, persuades Bruce to fight Damian. That leads to Batman breaking through his programming, which I saw coming a mile away. Omega Beam is fired from Darkseid. Damian jumps in front of it, saving his father. Gets burnt to a fucking crisp. Raven sees this, and Trigon is released. The devil is released and a miracle takes form. My guy Superman is purged of his blood-filled kryptonite by Trigon taking over his body. And is overpowered by Superman's anger after seeing Lois being blown up via holographic monitor provided by Cyborg. And as Trigon leaves his body, the red and blue suit just slowly appears. And somehow this man gets a clean haircut and a shave. Now mind you, he went from this to this. From this to this. It's magic, I guess. Just really quick. You guys see this, right? You guys see this, right? I know you guys see this. Now how about that? That is an image of Bane being eaten alive by a bunch of Paradooms. And how about that? This is Black Manta being literally ripped in half while alive by a Paradoom. No scratch. Not one scratch. but a cool suit. Fuck you. Skip. Superman beats Darkseid's ass. And Trigon finishes the rest with the help of Constantine and Raven helping him achieve his full form. So Cyborg is basically able to redeem himself by opening Boom Tombs and sending the Paradooms back to Apokolips, while also sending the Justice League back to Earth. And then blowing up Apokolips with a gigantic boom tube that sends them basically nowhere. Like I said in the beginning, an unexpected finish, but badass nonetheless. Now remember the movie I was telling you about, Flashpoint? Now what Flash does in that movie, he also does at the end of this movie. Which I gotta say it's fitting because how it begins is also how it ends. But all in all, it was a great movie. The animations were on point, especially for the Paradooms. And I was satisfied. Post your comments down below. Let me know what you guys all thought. I enjoyed making this video and being back. And I hope you guys have a good one. Deuces.